Hey guys, I wanted to do a little garden tour of this year so far. What is this, May 19th, 2021, and this is my backyard garden. So this actually is a beet that overwintered, so now it's producing seeds because it shouldn't last that long. But I'm gonna save the seeds, so I haven't taken this out yet. This here has just been kind of composting. I've just been throwing random stuff here to compost, but you can see I got some seeds starting. I got a bunch of spinach seeds growing, seedlings. I got a sage seedling starting, so that's cool. I'll probably grab that. I got some onion that was actually from last year as well. And it's actually not doing so bad. So I let those stay. This one's still kind of puny, but that's okay. So I had 3 of those. And these are my potatoes. I love watching potatoes grow. They're so cool and they're so much fun to harvest. And I only started these at the end of April, I think, or maybe mid-April. Something like that, but they're doing fantastic. Here, I started some seeds here. Quick tip, if you want to start seeds outside, but you don't have like a greenhouse or anything, one of the best things I learned this year in my class is if you use these clamshell, like strawberry or blueberry containers as mini greenhouses, they work beautifully. See? Once they sprout, you open it up, but I've had it closed and it acts as a little greenhouse. It's pretty cool. So I have corn here that just sprouted. These silver line melons have not sprouted. I don't know why. I tried it twice and still nothing, and it's been weeks. It's kind of concerning me, but that's okay. So over here, last year I had tomatoes, so over here. So this year I put some peas so I could put some more nitrogen back into the soil. It's always a great idea to rotate. So if you're growing some heavy feeders like tomatoes, peppers, brassicas, stuff like that, cucumbers, you want to switch it up the next year, so that way it doesn't deplete the soils. And if you put nitrogen fixing plants like peas or beans, any kind of legume, it actually puts nitrogen back in the soil, so it's pretty magical. And I'm just gonna have peas over here this year. Pretty cool. And then this is bee balm. So I actually put a bunch of random perennial flowers in between my vegetables this year. So they're really small this year, but over time they're gonna, mature, and those will be great pollinators, and I won't have to keep planting them. So I also got some radishes in between. They're probably spaced too close, but I'm kind of experimenting with that. These are broccoli that overwintered as well. So we'll see what happens with this. This is also kind of an experiment. I mean, they look fantastic, but I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we'll see. And then in here, this is kind of like my little makeshift greenhouse thing. I started some other seeds. I got some borage starting, just some wildflower, forget-me-nots, marigolds, more marigolds, more forget-me-nots. I'm not sure what that is, probably just a random flower mix. Calendula, it's looking great. One there. Some yarrow started, it's great. And I believe this is chamomile. So, pretty excited for those, actually. I found a really great company to get my herbs from. And then here I got some black crim tomatoes I started, some garlic chives, some, what is this? Oh, honeydew cantaloupe. Honey rock, no, wow. Yes, honey rock cantaloupe. These I believe are 100 hybrid cherry tomatoes, I believe. So I'm actually really excited for those because there are going to be a lot of them in one bunch. And this is, I think, lemon cucumber. Yes, these are lemon cucumbers. I'm very excited for these. They look like little lemons. They're yellow cucumbers and they're more round. They're pretty cool. Bush cukes over here. This is a summer squash. Chamomile. This didn't do so hot. I had these inside and I just don't do well with an indoor grow setup. So I brought everything outside hoping they would come back to life, but like, look at that. That's not normal. It turned black. I don't understand. That one's doing better now that I brought it outside. I don't know. To me, I feel like plants need to be outside. That's just kind of how they started. It's like their nature to be outside, so I like to do things outside. All right, so here I have, these are radishes, and I'm not sure why, but they already are seeding instead of giving me a root. I pulled that one up by accident, so we're gonna go ahead. This is what I do. I'll take like just plant waste and I'll just literally throw it in that corner and just let it decompose. This is a Swiss chard that overwintered that I'm letting go to seed. This is some lettuce, which I probably spaced too closely, but that's okay. This is some nasturtium that I'm leaving here, kind of part of the whole random flowers in between. And I think that's some more bee balm. Spinach, all up in here. Some more radishes. Some cosmos. Spinach. This is cauliflower. It's not looking the greatest, but we'll see what happens. Some more perennial flowers. This is Brussels sprouts. They're still tiny. I got a little pea in between here for some nitrogen fixation. And then these are carrots that also overwintered, so they will probably go to seed. This one I think is already starting. Not really sure what it looks like in there. That one's not ready yet. This is an experiment as well. I just kind of left it because, I don't know, I just wanted to learn from it and see what would happen. I did plant some carrots around it though, so those are starting up. Let's pull one up and see. I mean, wow, that's actually not too shabby. I'm gonna save this one for Ethan. A little snack. Okay, and then I got some more lettuce here, some more bee balm there, another pea here, lettuce. These I always just cut and come again. That's the best way to do it. Some Swiss chard up in here, some more spinach, some more radish. This is beets as well that overwintered, so I'm letting those go to seed as well. And then I got some more lettuce and some mint that I just put here just to help with pollinators and beneficial insects, and it smells good. That's the back garden. This is mostly where I do food production. I'm doing a bit of experimenting this year, so we'll see how that goes. Let's check out the front yard. Okay, so here is the front garden. So this is when I come off my steps here. This is my little herb garden with random lettuce in there for some reason. I got some rosemary, some basil that is not doing so hot, and I have to figure out why. See, this is why gardening is great. I learned so much. I'm gonna learn why my basil is not doing well. This is some random plant that looks like a Christmas tree, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to repel insects, so we'll see how that goes. Parsley. Threw some tulip bulbs in here too last fall just to give it a nice pop of color in spring. I got mint that is just going all over the place. Some chives, that was my first cut of my first taste of fresh herbs this season. I got to cut this in like April, I think. And I got some dill, more mint. I got some sage, random flowers, lemongrass that is also not doing the greatest. I gotta check on that. Thai basil, more mint, peppers just kind of thrown in there for no reason. Lemon balm. Oh, I love lemon balm. I got some cilantro, some thyme that seems to be not getting enough sun. I have to fix that. More peppers, some more flowers in between. And then I got a nice tomato plant here. Got some onions and garlic growing in these pots. Peppers. And a lilac tree bush that we cut all the lilacs from because we wanted to smell it in the house. Mint that is just volunteering over there. And I got here some little bit more food production on the left and the right of me. I have some pole beans and some peas. So those will climb up this pole. That'll look really cool. And I got some nasturtiums kind of chilling in between those. This is like a little path I can walk on. And I got some peppers thrown in there. Some more peas, radishes down around there. And I got some little beets starting up as well. This, by the way, this was something I thought of recently. This is actually a tomato cage, and I just opened it up and used it as a trellis, and it's literally working beautifully, and it was only $4. So yeah, I highly recommend using that. Got a hydrangea. These pretty flowers were given to me for my birthday. I love these. They look like petunias. I think they're petunias. Or they're in the same family, that's for sure. And I got some annuals that I put in this year. Some petunias and geraniums. And then this is more of the ornamental flower garden. So we'll walk on this path. I got daisies surrounding us. Beautiful already. Thank you. And I got an azalea bush there, which I just moved there. This azalea bush actually was a hydrangea bush in that spot. The azalea was back there in the corner, but it didn't get much sun at all, so I decided to take the hydrangea out because it wasn't really looking so hot. It was very old. So I moved that azalea here to see how that would do. So I gotta put a shade-loving plant over there. I got some, these are echinacea that's starting. These are some sweet peas, some irises. I believe this is lupine coming in that I started from seed. This is Confucius. Hi, Confucius. I got some lavender. Some clematis. Those are gorgeous when they bloom. Some yarrow starting up. More daisies. Can't remember what these are. These are perennial. My strawberry patch. Love my strawberry patch. And a rose bush that I threw in there too. They're in the same family, so I figured they might do well together. This rose actually was part of the discounted section of Walmart, and it wasn't doing so hot, but I decided I wanted to save its life, so here it is, thriving. I got some phlox, some hosta. The tulips are new. Just put those in last fall, so hoping those will multiply. Pretty excited about those. Gives it a nice pop in the early spring. These I can't remember what they are, but my mom grew them from seed. They're looking good. Can't remember what those are either. Random vining plants that actually was an accident, but I'm pretty excited about it. Buddha, hi Buddha. I need me a Jesus statue up in here. Some potted plants here. These are just annuals. Some snapdragon. There we go. Melody Dub bus. And these, I believe, are phlox and cosmos, if I'm not mistaken. So those would be cool. This is a dinosaur kale that overwintered, and it is flowered already. So I'm gonna let those go to seed because I love dinosaur kale. Some bee balm there. Some more strawberries. Some more annual plants too. Some grasses and ferns in the shady area. So that's the hole where the azalea was. So I'm gonna have to put something else there. I'm not sure what yet. Something that likes shade though, that's for sure. A little strawberry patch there again. And these I started deadheading. These are my primrose. I gotta finish deadheading these. Deadhead your plants. They need it. Okay, got that out of my system. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I also threw in some morning glory and moonflower seeds along the fence, so those will start sprouting maybe in a few weeks, but then they'll bloom towards the end of the summer, I believe. So those will give some nice color at the end of the growing season. Oh, I'm so excited. We're gonna have so many strawberries. Yes! That's amazing. So happy. I love strawberries. So yeah, this is the front garden.